On September 1st of last year, the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services made changes to the food code that establishments must adhere to. The code is to safeguard public health and to provide consumers with food that is safe. Joining us to discuss the new guidelines is Environmental Health Supervisor Francis Breedlove. Thank you so much for being here, Francis. Can you first share with the public a little bit about what your staff does as it relates to food inspections in this county?
Well, our main goal is to protect the public health by reducing or eliminating risk factors that contribute to foodborne illness. We do this by making unannounced inspections of our food and lodging facilities.
Francis, Wake County covers a large area. How many restaurants, establishments does your staff inspect on a yearly basis?
We're responsible for almost 4,300 facilities that operate in Wake County. We inspect restaurants, of course, which are the most that we have. We have food stands, which are basically restaurants without seats. We inspect meat markets and grocery stores, school cafeterias, school buildings themselves, hospitals, nursing homes, daycares, push carts, mobile food units, these mobile units that you see that are real popular right now. We do hotels, summer camps, just a lot of different type of facilities. And each one has different rules and regulations that apply.
And obviously when folks walk into any establishment and they see that rating on the wall, really there's a lot that goes behind that establishment getting that score. You have to do a lot in order to make sure that they are within the state guidelines, correct?
We review food sources, all food handling practices, good personal hygiene, cleaning and sanitizing of equipment and utensils, general cleanliness and repair of the facility itself, pest control and solid waste disposal. Points are assigned to the violations and deductions are taken depending on the severity and the recurring nature of the violation. A score is results and it is posted to the public.
Now, can you share with us a little of the changes that were made a year ago and why were the changes made and has it affected the way in which you and your staff go out to inspect some of these food establishments?
Well, some of the changes were fairly major. Some of the critical violations, risk factors were not addressed by the previous code, so we feel better about the new code in that regard. There is required to be a certified food protection manager, someone who's passed a certified test and demonstrated knowledge on duty at all times that the facility is operating. So that's a major change. A facility must have an employee health policy in which this addresses employee health and employees not coming to work when they're sick and being able to transfer bacteria and viruses to customers. There is now no bare hand contact of ready-to-eat foods. So things that are already cooked, ready to eat, will not receive any more heat treatment to kill bacteria, cannot be touched with your bare hands. You can wear gloves or you can use utensils, but that eliminates the transfer of bacteria and viruses from someone's hands. Consumer advisory is required to be posted to the public if they serve raw or undercooked foods. This was not in place before. So people that wanted rare burgers were not really allowed to have that in North Carolina before the new code. But now, if a facility posts the information to the public, they can read that and determine for themselves if they want to eat a rare or a raw or undercooked product. There now is required to be date marking on food products that are prepared or any type of potentially hazardous food that's kept in the facility for 24 hours or more. And what that means that food is not left around for long periods of time where bacteria can grow and produce illness. Cold hold has dropped from 45 degrees Fahrenheit to 41 degrees Fahrenheit. This helps control the growth of Listeria bacteria in a product that we know still grows in cold temperatures, but it will not grow as much at 41 and 45. So this is kind of a mini recap of some of the major changes that occurred with the new food code.
Do you think these changes have benefited the public?
Well, we feel like that the facilities will be serving safer food if they follow these new guidelines, and of course that will be a benefit to everyone who eats there as far as the reduction of any type of foodborne illness.
How can prospective business owners as well as current business owners find information about the guidelines or anything related to your office?
There are two main ways that they can look up the information on our website, and it's at wakegov.com/food. We have information for buying, building, or remodeling a restaurant. There's links to the rules and regulations for all the different type of facilities that they might be interested in opening. And there's contact information about who handles that particular area of the county. And then the other main way is they can contact our office. And the main number is 919-856-7400. And they will be directed to the person that handles that particular territory of the county.
And any citizen can also go online to do their own research about a particular restaurant that they would like to visit or have visited in the past.
That's correct. At that same website, wakegov.com/food, there's information about all the inspection scores for the facilities that we inspect, be it restaurants or daycares or whatever. And they can see the score, they can see the date, they can see the comments that the inspector actually made for that particular inspection.
Well, great information, Francis. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you.